a little bit about me is I'm a diesel mechanic. My title is an engineman, and through my time in with the Navy, they've actually sent me to schools that would have been, if I was to accompany them, not being in the service would cost tens of thousands of dollars. And I can take those certificates from those schools, and I can actually, if I wanted to end my time in the service, I can actually take those with me out into the, we call it like the civilian sector, civilian world, and apply those as such. So I too like to work with my hands, hence the reason I'm a mechanic. And the schools that they have actually sent me to go and learn and be very proficient in is schools for like the big Caterpillar, like construction equipment engines, generators. Also, I don't know if you know anything about like Dodge trucks, but they have a diesel engine in there, and it's called the Cummins. And they used to have the 5.9 liter, and now they have the 6.7s. I actually got to go to school for that engine and completely tear it down, build it up, dyno test it, and then put it in back into a boat. And then I would actually be able to go out and operate that boat and test it. So I get to go and drive it and have all kinds of fun just to make sure that it's actually working how it's supposed to. They have also sent me to outboard engine school. So if you see like a boat on the water and it's got like a Mercury or Evinrude, I went to school for those engines as well. So there's so many options, and that's just what I've been able to do. I went to a navigation school, so they taught me how to navigate in open waters, how to land navigate, also how to drive a boat if I had to, as far as like a combat situation, or even just learning how to maneuver it. I found out that navigation and driving school, if I was to pay out of pocket, would have been an easily $70,000-$80,000 school, and that was only 4 weeks. So I mean, it's a bunch of opportunities that are there. I've graduated with some of the people from my class. Originally, I graduated in 2007, and I had a friend that attended college, and it was really tough. He was being a full-time student while starting to fall behind on bills, and I actually got him interested in the Navy, and he did his 4 years. The Navy paid for his college. He got his degree, and now he's a nurse here in Traverse City. And then I have another friend that went into the Marines, and we would always joke, because Navy and Marines, so we would get, we got along great. And he actually, the Navy paid him while he was still a Marine to go through and get his nursing degree, because he wanted to be a nurse as well. But now he's a naval officer, so he got commissioned by getting his degree through the Navy, because he wasn't able to do that through the Marine Corps. So there's so many options and in jobs, depending on what you like to do and what you find fun. Because I enjoy what I get to do, and I get paid for it.
Yeah. And your room and board is paid for. I mean, that's amazing. Yep, where you can
same with my
save
house.
All that money. Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, right away they gave me a place to live, place to stay. I got food. I get a food allowance as well. I just purchased a house up here, so I've got 66 acres, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. I mean, and it's great. And the only thing that it costs me is, because it's such a large house and everything, it costs me $6 a month. Wow. And that's out of my pocket, is because they give me a housing allowance to go out and live. So it's paying for my mortgage.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the requirements to get into the Navy?
Yeah, so some of the requirements is like you have to be able to pass a drug test, which usually it's kind of difficult for our older individuals that are looking into the service, because of the fact now that marijuana is legal in Michigan, for the age limits. They still have that, but it's harder to do that. But you still have to pass a drug test. You have to take and passed the ASVAB. We have a requirement now. They actually lowered it, so anything depending on the job as well, but as low as a 26 on the ASVAB. But it's pretty much that, and then you have height and weight standards, and it's not very physical as far as a job there. What we're really looking towards now is basically if you're interested in continuing your education and school. I mean, there's so many programs to where even, let's say if you were on a ship and you did you were in aviation, so you worked on an aircraft, but you were on a ship, you can actually do online schooling from the ship and get your degree.
Wow.
Yep, and whatever you want to do. I mean, it doesn't have to be job related as far as any education. Like with me, I'm finishing up my journeyman for diesel engines. So they have great programs like US Maps. So what it does is I get this journeyman that shows, like, it's a way to transition how much I've learned in the Navy and all the training that I've gotten to the civilian world. So I'll be able to have the certificate, and then when I'm done with that, I can move on and start another certificate. And the more you go up in rank, the more credits you get towards those. So instead of it costing me 8,000 hours to get these these certificates, I only have to do 4,000, is because of what my rank is at, because I'm already this high up. So there's that much more that I know just because I've been doing it. And on top of it, the job experience. I mean, I just met a gentleman. He went to technical school for automotive, and he said he went there, he graduated, he's got his certificates and everything, but no one will hire him. And I asked him, I was like, well, how is it that you went to school for 2 years, but you can't get hired? And he goes, they're not hiring me is because I don't have any job experience.
Oh.
So, and
getting on the job training.
Yep. And that's where on the job training is so awesome. I learned a lot. And I mean, if you mess up, it's they don't frown on it, because it's it's on the job. So you just try and do everything. Plus there's procedures and stuff as well. But I just like it. It's great. I get to cross train with different jobs, and I learn different skills, and I can use that in my day-to-day life.